Welcome everyone to my new episode on Cardano's price prediction for June 2024, a cryptocurrency which has been disappointing a lot of the people from the community and underperforming in terms of how does the price action moved, which is definitely not the case of what's happening in the background, what's happening with their products, and the way the whole business is advancing. Unfortunately, at the moment, that is not reflected in the price action, and this is what is causing more and more selling pressure on board, including with the correction phase of the alts. We definitely want to see some momentum around Cardano, which is something we definitely expect in the future. Before we get into the topic, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'd like to share with you and talk to you a couple of words about what's happening with the crypto total market cap chart, excluding BTC and Ethereum 4-hour candlesticks. We are in a bullish situation, folks. We had the correction phase of the market represented very clearly under this momentum, breaking out on 15th of May and confirming the breakout. What happened afterwards is we got twice a 200 days moving average support reaction. This is only possible after a breakout if you are very bullish, right? So you break out of an environment and you confirm your 200 days moving average twice. This is a very bullish signal on a macro perspective, which means that we're looking for seeing a bullishness in terms of the outcome for the next period of the altcoins. There are some levels that we got to be careful about. Definitely not the one at 705 billion. It's quite close to us, but definitely the one a lot higher. And I would actually start with the $770 billion. That's the supply zone in the highs of the previous rally we had. We do not talk about any form of bull market for the alts that we have been. No, we have not been through any bull market for the alts. That was not a bull market scenario for the alts, or it wasn't at least any form of accelerated or medium force bull market movement. It was pretty much a space dominated by the news of the BTC ETF approval, and that is what took the entire space to the upside. Now we got the altcoins with the Ethereum ETF approval. We would like to see a positive outcome of that and definitely break out of these levels without too much trouble. Now, before we continue, folks, for those of you that care about education, for those of you that enjoy trading and would like to trade professionally, I have a one-on-one coaching. I can discuss about this at the end of the video, including my trades. You can participate in my journey, you can join me, and this is completely done for you without any prior fees. We're going to talk about that one at the end as well. Now it's time to share my perspective on Cardano for June 2024. We're about to get into the month, and I think this is a good momentum as the accumulation period, as you can see, is extremely active. We don't have a clear domination at the moment, yet as a macro perspective, it is very, very well represented towards the bullishness. This is usually appearing before you actually get a market in a very strong direction. The direction at the moment is definitely not expected to the downside, especially that Cardano has already been under correction for 43%, and this is 66 days right there. Correction was even stronger, representing 51%. At the end of the day, you put it out on 30 days, that was pretty much massively taking out a lot of the longs on the leverage side, and people suffered from that. Now, you're usually utilizing this period that we're going through to generate a form of disbelief in people, which is how I intentionally started the video. That is most likely what majority believe at the moment in terms of Cardano. You are no longer having that feeling of momentum that is driving you towards strong numbers day by day, because Cardano didn't deliver that in the last couple of weeks, and it's true. But usually the market makers psychologically want you to be in a such shape before the markets are going very strongly. So they need this because they need people to exit, they need people to leave the boat, they need people to generate liquidity for them, which means they need people to act against what is about to happen. Now, we're expecting basically two targets, and I'm definitely going forward and call those targets for June, even though the second target is not that close to us, which is the second encircled area, and that's the golden pocket of the structure we are trading from the highs. It is 42% away from us, indeed. But when you get a minimal bullish condition, 42% for such cryptocurrency is possible to be achieved in 2 weeks. So there's plenty of time for that. Obviously, the first target is going to be the first supply. And I'm just gonna, put it out here around 25%, 58 cents. That's the first target for June, guys. As soon as we get over there, and we are going to have a price action that's going to be healthy around the corner, which means anything near to that in terms of how do we behave, right, is going to be healthy. You're going basically for the second target straight away. When you're in your second target, you got to be careful, because the situation of not losing the previous supply that will be transformed into demand is extremely crucial. That's going to be a massive higher low on an accumulation structure, which will take you above 80 cents, right? So what do I mean by that? From 66, 67, if you come back, you should not lose under any means 56, 57, right? So from 66, 67, you should not lose, 10 cents. There's room right the corner, 10 cents not to lose basically that level, and you're going to target the highs. This is going to be extremely significant. This retracement with a confirmation above 56 cents. Very important, because that adds a whole different structure of trading on top of something that we call accumulation. And then we will look back and see accumulation, very, very strong higher low build. On top of that, you are in a very good shape of breaking out the previous high you set, which is going to be on 66 at that point, and you're going basically directly straight into the tops you have been trading, with extremely high probabilities of breaking out of those. Very, very straightforward, guys, and simple. This is the bullish scenario. There is also the bearish scenario as well, which would actually mean to transform 42 cents, which is down here, the bottom of the demand zone, right? 42 cents right there. To transform that and confirm that in bearish, right? And this is extremely less likely, because that would mean the markets to fall into 36, 35, get back to 42 and confirm negatively, and then lose this low again, right? So you're just going to continue like that in a type of bear market behavior. Now, it's very hard to believe that at this moment, in the way the whole structure sits, we have strong probabilities towards bearishness. We definitely do not have that. Of course, you do definitely do your own research and consider this as not a financial advice or any form of investment type of activity. This is definitely reading the charts and portraying on my own perspective. What do I believe, basically, which obviously, as any trader, no matter for how long, how well, can be wrong at any point. We are pretty much wrong so many times. The idea is that we make it on the long run, which is where the money is being made. So this is the life of the trader. Now, we're considering the both perspectives, but definitely the one to the upside with a very, very high probability. Very high probability. It's just 2 or 3 days in a row that Cardano needs in order to make that difference and exit out of this environment. And that's it at the end of the day, folks. So once again, for those of you that would like to be part of my educational program, if you want to learn how to trade intensively, correctly, and professionally, this is a place to do it. Register now for a free call and actually watch this video till the end. I'd like to explain you how does it work in detail, including about the done-for-you trading. Enjoy, folks. We'll talk to you soon.